Almost every industry locally has suffered, but those in retail and in the bridal industry really took a financial hit from the pandemic and now protests. We are joined now by Zola Keller of Zola Keller Bridal on Fort Lauderdale in Las Olas. Now, it seems like, Zola, that your business has really been impacted by, again, pandemics, protests. How is business going for you?
Well, the good news is we are open. And we want everyone to know that we are open, back to business, usual hours, 10 to 5:30 every day, 7 days a week. Everyone, the restaurants are open where they're working at 50% capacity. I, limit the customers in the store in an hour. So, good news. I mean, 4 months is a killer that none of us have been open. I mean, they talked about the restaurant business, but the retail business also got hit really hard.
Yeah, really hard. And what about, you do gowns for galas and for weddings. How many people are booking weddings right now?
Well, it's really interesting because I'm working on weddings right now for November, which I was surprised, October and November. Ordering time, it used to be, 4 to 6 months. Now, minimum of 6 months. So what we're doing is selling stock. Also, we are doing a new program, and we're going to be implementing it starting next week on renting. I've been asked for a couple of years now to do this. I'm going to start doing this because there's so many last minute because of the postponement. They're not canceled. They're all still getting married, but they're just postponed.
Okay, interesting. Now, I know with the protests that went off over the weekend and then early in the week, when I drove through Las Olas, everything was shuttered. What did you do in response to the protests?
Well, I've been here almost 40 years, Trina. So I have the old plate glass window. So if you touch it in the wrong way, it's going to shatter. So we have hurricane shutters. So what we did, and really was a smart move, we closed our shutters. And luckily, nothing happened to our store. Unfortunately, across the street, there were a few stores, that they didn't do any looting, which everybody was happy about that, but just being throwing bricks in the stores just to break the windows and make a mess. That's all. So far, so good. I'm raised in the 60s, so I'm a protester myself. If I was younger, I'd be protesting too. So just to let you know.
All right, yeah. So, how do people conduct weddings now, though? I mean, are you still like having lots of bridesmaids, or is it just kind of like the bride?
Well, if their wedding is right now, as I'm hearing, they're limited to 10. So how they're working around it, they're going to have their small wedding. She's going to wear her beautiful gown, but then they're going to have their reception at a later date that they can have the amount of people that they want to come to their wedding. And I think that's great, so they get to actually wear their wedding gown twice.
Well, that's what we do. We change and adjust according to the circumstances. So, Zola, always a pleasure to see you. You are a treasure to the community. Thank you so much.
I just have to show you one thing. Laszlo, can you see him?
Yeah, who is he?
Okay, so he is representing Las Olas Boulevard, and it's like peacock feathers. It is opening the boulevard like a peacock does the feathers, and they want everybody to come down. See, I don't know if you saw. I even have my pin on. So it's welcoming everyone back to the boulevard.
Fantastic.
There's nothing like it in Fort Lauderdale. Las Olas is the best.
All right, Zola, thank you so much. And you're the best. It's always great to see you.